Okay guys, time for a garden update. If it's not time, we're going to do it anyway. You say, well, that's not the garden. That's coconut trees, yeah. But check this out. I think these trees are about 5 years old. Look at this. You see that? You see that? And over here again. Whoa. Oh, you see that? Do you know what that is? Got some ants too. It is time to make coconuts. You see that? Are you seeing that? This just happened in the last couple of days. Cool, huh? This tree is the same age, not as big. And no sign of anything yet. See this stuff? Excellent fire starter that is when it's dry. Really good. And there's lots of it. We still didn't make it to the garden. What we got here is mulberries. Coming. This one is just starting to turn black now. Last year, the wife picked them when they were red. The reds are ready. No, not with mulberries. There's not that many on there. A few. Not a bad size. We see what we get. Now we're in the garden. The garden is a bit of a mess. We were gone for a week. And the garden was left to its own defiances. And I'll show you the good and the bad of that. This is broccoli here, the small ones, like a couple of small ones there, and down this side it's all kale. Some of that's going to flower. That is not a big deal. The kale flowers are edible. Nothing wrong with that. This is why I'm doing the video, or doing it now. This is my broccoli, the first head, and you can see it's just starting to loosen up. Time to harvest that guy. But look at the size of the stalk on there. Tons of leaves. We cut this head off, we'll probably get side shoots. And this one has just started yesterday. Little baby one. So, only about a week or 10 days, just before we left. This one was just starting. Now it's ready to harvest, so less than 2 weeks. There's a ton of leaves on there too, and there's picture perfect leaves, no holes. You can see a bird, probably a bird has got into this one. This hasn't been sprayed with anything, organic or not. I've used no kind of pesticides at all this year. Got a little bit of lettuce. There was a lot of lettuce here, but the birds ate it. As soon as it came out of the ground, the birds ate it. And this stuff it's very interesting. Let's see what it tastes like. It's a little dirty. Tastes okay, not bitter. The problem with lettuce here, because it's so hot, and it's getting hot now. It's supposed to be 36 Celsius today. It gets bitter, and that's a little bit bitter. Not bad. Look at that. Poppy, who is not a poppy anymore. This was all seeded out. I don't know what it was. The wife seeded something out. Not a thing came up. Look at that. 5 inches deep. Go in this tub. Banana tree here. And behind that, against the wall, 2 papaya trees. These have set flower, but no fruit. Again, on this one, I showed it last time, there's a couple of small flowers coming out, but it hasn't managed to set any fruit yet. These leaves dry or green, the goats love them. Over here, I need to thin out this passion fruit and decide which plants I'm going to keep. I'll train this up to the roof again, like I did last year. It works. It's not a great thing. You get a lot of leaves and shade cloth. This bed is basically all compost, and it's dropped a lot, about half, I'd say. Eggplant over there. This is passion fruit here in the middle. Chinese kale starting to go to flower. We have a lot of this stuff, so a lot of eating. Lime tree from seed. You see how small they are, you know? And it's growing fruit trees from seeds. Pretty slow process. That's why nobody does it anymore. Over here, pandan leaf that needs to be thinned out. They got way too much of it. It's very invasive. Okay, start with the other end. Lemongrass is looking good. Look at all these seeds. I don't know if they're going to be any good or not. I got beets mixed in with the shallots here. The shallots need to come out. When we were gone, there must have been a lot of wind or something and just flattened them right out. Beets are ready to harvest too. Look at that guy. It's as big as my fist. That one's more underground right here. Not quite as big. But time for some roast beets, I think. Look at these guys. They've done really good. They've done really, really good. That's for sure. But I think with the hot weather now, it's gonna be bad for this stuff. That's for sure. Check out the fire tree. Loaded, loaded, loaded right up. Lots of fire. Not much in this bed either, but we got another poppy hole. This is Chinese celery. That's the younger stuff, and you see as it gets older, the leaves get a bit darker. And through here, there used to be a lot of it, and the mole crickets ate all the roots. Isn't that lovely? Killed from beneath the ground. These are all young broccoli. Like I say, it's going to be pretty hit and miss on this now. Our good growing season has officially ended. Growing in March, April especially, way too hot. And then after that, it's way too wet. So our good growing season is done. Tomato plant, it's actually got tomatoes on it. See that? There's a couple right there. Little guy, this is a Thai pink egg, so they don't get very big. There's another plant over there. I never did anything. This bed is the garlic chives. About ready to harvest. About ready to weed out the Malabar spinach. Look at all these seeds, huh? Look at all these seeds. You see them? Tiny little black things. This is pak choy. And there's a million seeds on there. And you can see the chives, really nice. My radishes, they're a little bit past their prime, but I'll use those in soups. This little square, unbelievable how many was in there. Unbelievable. That one got quite long. But they're good in soups after they get too far gone. This bed, this is all across here. It's a finger ginger. It'll be coming up soon. Like maybe right now. This is supposed to be, I was told this is sweet chilies. they look not so sweet to me, but there's lots of them on there. The little yellow ones. They're not as spicy as the red ones I've just shown. Like there's many kinds of Thai chilies. This is just one of them. They're not as spicy as the ones most people know, but still plenty of fire in there. This is broccoli, and this is rabbit food. It's not looking so good. It's pak bung, water spinach, kangkong, whatever you want to call it. We got some flowering pak choy over there and a few other random plants. But this will become either the rabbits or the birds. Look at all those flowers. Chili wall. Coming to the end now. We got some garlic here. This is not going to make bulbs, and know that. This was just something in the kitchen that sprouted. So we planted it out here. We'll get the garlic greens, which are actually quite good and healthier than the actual garlic itself. Planted shallots from cuttings, or just, you know, like you would do with green onions. Just cut them off a couple inches, 2 or 3 inches long, and replant them. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, and this time it really didn't. There's one over there that's okay. There's a couple in there that'll probably be okay. And in between them, I planted the beets. I only ever saw one come up, and it's gone now. This yellow flower, this is flowering pak choy. The idea here is to make the flowers. You eat the leaves, the stalk, and the flowers. But you gotta get them before they go to seed. Although they're probably, let's try that. There's the seed pod. Oh yeah, that's good. It's almost peppery. That's very interesting. We got radishes planted all between each row of these. And they're shaded out, so that'll probably be good. There's quite a few in there, and they're all shaded out. Got some cucumbers. They've been slow to get going, that's for sure. And I see something nipped the top off of that one, so hopefully there's another growing stem. And look at that. You see that? You see that? Look at that one. Another one here. Wow, there's a lot of them. Whoa. You got one here. That's about harvest size. These are small. These are a small variety. That's ready to eat, boys. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. That is a pak choy. Not to be confused with the flowering pak choy. And the corn. The big corn bed that never was. We have corn on. That one's one corn, that one's got one, that one's got one. They all got one. So only 5 stalks out of the full bed, and only 1 corn on each one. Look at the cool color of it though. And the purple ones, huh? Very cool. It's gonna be hard to say how well that got pollinated, especially with us being gone. But you know, might get some purple corn, you never know. And that's about it. The other bed over here, banana trees. I still haven't thinned these out, which is a mistake, that's for sure. Shouldn't be as many here in this clump. There's the one that we harvested before. It's dried right out now, but it's still there. That's alright. Mango tree volunteer. Lots of cassava in here. I need to start harvesting that. That's for sure. Galangal right here, another spot. That's about it. A whole bunch of camphor lime. Cool, huh? This tree's got tons of them on. Tons and tons and tons. And lots of it falling off already. They don't get used much here. Here's one that is on the ground. You can see it's got a little bit of scab on it. That takes away the use of the skin, but it shouldn't really affect the fruit itself. These are normally pretty dry unless you let them do like this and vine ripen or tree ripen. So people don't think camphor lime has any juice. Yeah, it does. Look at that. Lots of juice in there, but they got to be properly ripened. And you see it running all the way down there. Like that's quite a lot of juice for one small piece of fruit, right? Not much in there for pulp. It's just straight up juice. Oh, it's lime juice, all right. Wow. Interesting. There, the seeds. Pretty big seeds, huh? And a lot of them. Wow, that's sour. Whew. That's about it, guys. Tour of the garden. Lots of food in here, that's for sure. Lots of work needs to be done. That's for sure. And about normal, time to get some of these green onions. I'm thinking about making some green onion powder, but might just freeze them. Cut them up, ready to use, and put them in the freezer. I don't know yet. And it's time to harvest that broccoli. Fresh broccoli from the garden. Chemical free, pesticide free. Not many people get to eat those, that's for sure. Alright guys, well that's it. As always, thanks for watching. You crazy puppy. Hello buddy. Hello puppy. Hi. You need to stay out of the garden.